What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hammer. I'm Loris. This is episode 9, I think. Hope you're doing well. In the last video, we started on this trading hall, and I've gone ahead and I've added in all of these boys. Look at them. There's a lot. Ooh, excuse me. I've kind of swapped out some of the workstations just to try and find the right combination of things that I like. But I got some books. What did I get? I got looting 3. This one is respiration 3. This one is efficiency 5. That's gonna be great. And this one, aqua affinity. Yeah, so I don't know. It's a decent collection of stuff. But yeah, I went ahead and built up the rest of the building. I think it came out all right. Pretty plain. But yeah, you know, I think it does the job. In this episode, there's actually 2 main objectives that I want to achieve. And the first one actually kind of has to do with villages. You see, my tools are looking pretty bad. And I've got a couple diamonds. I could probably replace them. But what I'm thinking is that we actually have these toolsmiths here. And at the moment, nothing really great. They've got a couple trades. But I'm interested. I want to know if I can get some decent diamond tools, which requires me to do a bit of trading with these guys, obviously, and the rest of everyone in here. And I've kind of started messing with these farmers a little bit. They've got this wheat trade, and I've been using that to get emeralds and kind of like train up these guys over here. But I don't really have that much wheat, and that's where things get interesting. Originally, I wanted this whole village to be surrounded in fields, like crop fields and farms and everything. I haven't really started with that. I started getting the road out of the town, so we got the main gatehouse here and this wall. Yeah, planting out fields, what I do, I get a hole right and I just go to town. I could do that. It would take quite a while. And so luckily there's a solution that's going to help us do that a little bit faster. And that is the plow. This thing is so cool. I didn't even realize it was in the mod pack until the other day. I was trying to figure out how I was going to make all these fields, and somehow I stumbled upon it, but it's great. I can activate it like that. And if I shift and right click, it opens up the inventory. And to my understanding, I need to load it full of these hoes. Let me see if I just like pick it up and I walk with it. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's so cool. So it does like a 3x3 area. Dang, that's wicked. I obviously have to get it like, what do you call it? With the water? I have to waterize it. I don't know what it's called. But if I get my boy here and connect it up, dragging it around, dude, this is going to take no time at all. This is so cool. Let's quickly check the durability of these hoses. They're going to burn through really quickly. Okay, so I might have to get some more, but I think that's pretty cool. So that's part 1 of today's plan. Part 2 is kind of a bit of a weird one. You see these doors here? I want to be able to open and close them. And if you have never heard of the create mod, maybe that doesn't make sense in your brain. It definitely doesn't make sense in my brain when I'm imagining Minecraft. But we're going to make these doors open and close. To do that, we're going to need some slime. And I started looking in the last episode for a slime. Couldn't find one anywhere. But then one of you guys mentioned in the comments that I can actually craft one. So I'm really excited for that. But it's kind of a full-time operation. So we're going to get these fields planted, get some better tools, and then we'll get the slime and door thing figured out. Oh my goodness, guys, how crazy good does this look with shaders? I'm here in the vanilla lighting because despite what you guys say, I get comments about my computer being a NASA computer to run shaders. It's really not. And if I was walking around with shaders right now, I would probably get like 20 frames, if not less. But guys, here are the wheat fields so far. I'm absolutely loving this. I've added in some sort of grasses along the side, and I did the path as well. I used like the sandy soil, I think it was called. I'm not sure how much further I'm going to take these fields. I really don't know, but I've come to here so far, and already with just this amount of wheat, I get so much. It's crazy. So yeah, this plow really pulled its weight. As you can see inside, I've upgraded them to diamond hoes, and that's because of some of the trades that I've been getting over at the trading hall. For anyone wondering, no, this thing cannot harvest the wheat, sadly. That would be really cool if it could, though. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just started harvesting the wheat, and the heavens open. It definitely rains harder in Conquest, and oh my gosh, everything is burning. This is insane. Okay, so I've been trading with these boys, these Chad boys. This one here, look at its wrist. He got the bling diamond wristband. This one as well. What about this one? I think he's only got the green one. Show me. There it is. So these guys, 3. You'd think that between 3 of them they'd have something decent. Well, unfortunately not. This one has like a shovel. I know I could get it to the next level, but I don't think it'll be anything that great. This one, nothing too amazing, like a fortune pick, you know, kind of average. And then this guy, like an efficiency to it. To be honest, looking at this now, I probably could have just used diamonds and enchanted my tools, but it's been a good process. I've managed to find a few good trades in here, like the wheat one especially, that's really helpful. These guys as well, I can get lapis and redstone. That's quite nice. And over here, I got some shears as well, which will be really helpful for a sheep farm if I make that in the future. So to make use of it, I think I'm going to go for this axe and just combine it with my other one so that I can have efficiency 3. So that's phase 1 done. I do be having tools now, which is great. Now on to the second goal for today, which is to make these doors behind me open and close in a very, very slick-like manner. Now, it's a little bit explainy, just a little bit, but I assure you it's going to be all worth it, so stick with it. I mentioned at the start of the series that I have a mod in this pack called Create, the Create mod. Essentially, it's just a very, very visually pleasing automation mod that's going to add a whole life to this world. Just like Redstone and vanilla Minecraft, the Create mod uses a whole bunch of different things to do a whole bunch of different things. And so one of the foundational pieces of that is andesite alloy. It's made using andesite and nuggets, zinc nuggets. You can use iron as well, but we're going to go with the zinc option because it came with the mod. To start with, we're going to smelt up a bunch of zinc ore, which gives us zinc ingots. Those then get crafted into zinc nuggets. And if we combine that with the andesite, we should be able to make some andesite alloy, just like that. Okay, so that's cool. Now what do I do with this? As I mentioned at the start, we out here trying to craft some slime. And to do that, we need a mill. Actually, let me search it. There we go, millstone. So this is the millstone, which it doesn't take too many pieces. This should be pretty easy, right? And if I hold down W, you guys are going to have your minds blown. Look at this. There's an in-game animation showing you what it does, how it works, and how to power it. So this is essentially what we're going to be making. To get started, I'm going to need a cogwheel. That gives me 8, so that's awesome. I'm going to need some shafts as well, actually. So I'll take some of those. I'm also going to need a hand crank. And I'm sorry for just like clicking through these and auto-crafting them. But I thought, you know, let's just get it done. All right, we've got everything we need for the millstone. That wasn't actually too hard. So there it is, millstone. That looks really cool. Drop it in the inventory. What does that look like? There we go. So for this thing to be of any use to us, we need to power it. And as you can see by these arrows, it shows us that we can put a cogwheel next to it. So we'll put one there. It's not attached to anything though, so we need to make one more item. The item that we need is called a casing or an andesite casing. And I think the recipe goes like that, and then we just put planks all on the top and the bottom. There we go, andesite casing. So that's great. Next up, we got to turn this casing into a gearbox, and I'm pretty sure we just go like this and put cogwheels all around it. Now I just put the gearbox back in the crafting table and turn it into a vertical gearbox because we're going up. There we go. That's cool. Actually, I've got an idea. Let's put this that way, and then if I put the crank there. All right guys, check this out. So I'm gonna spin this and the mill is gonna do its thing. Now, I'm just manual powering this. This mod is insane. You can get a whole bunch of different power systems from like a water mill. I was originally thinking of having like the stream come down and have like a big water wheel that turns this stuff. It just took me so long and I haven't even finished it. So forget about that one. We're just doing manual power today. Why have we made this? What is it useful for? Well, I'm pretty sure if I chuck some wheat in there and I just crank it, I just spin this thing, crank that soldier boy, we should turn that wheat into something like wheat flour. There we go. So we got some wheat flour now. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final steps. I present to you a masterclass in how to make slime. Here are the ingredients. Let's start by putting our wheat flour and our water to make dough. And then we're going to put on some lime dye and boom, slime ball. All right, talk about big buildups. All of that just so that I can take slime and do that. And now I can glue blocks to the side of that. That's all I wanted to do. And I'm happy. Okay, so I'm underneath the gate right now, and I've done some stuff, done a little bit of stuff. I think it all works. I haven't tested it yet. It's pretty janky. It's way more janky than I was hoping it would be. When I was thinking about this was going to be here, but then I realized that I'll just show you guys. I'll show you. Okay, let's test it out. That went the exact. Oh my gosh, I went the wrong way. Oh no. Okay, let me fix this. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Shift to open, normal to close. I think that'll... So if I shift, that'll go that way. And if I click it normally, it goes that way. So that was a pretty good example of what I was trying to show you guys. There's the slime. That's why we needed the slime. And when you go the wrong way, the reason it's built like this, I'm going to try and explain this kind of poorly. The reason this is set up like this instead of being back here where I wanted it is because the adjacent blocks sort of get stuck to it. So this is a diagonal, it's fine. But when it's right next to it, so that right there, that would stick to it, which is a problem because before what happened is I opened it and it intersected with all of this and just pretty much ripped the whole side of the tower off. So that's a good example. So I'll put these back in and then we'll try that again. For those of you that know the create mod, you know that I've kind of done a few little bits off camera. So I've just made it so that these vertical chassis only stick to blocks like 2 blocks out. So it won't affect this when it opens, which I think should work. So let's give it a go. Shift to open. This is quite, it's quite hard to see when I'm not looking. I'll do it really quick. There we go. That's really cool. Like, despite the fact that it's like pretty jank, and these are a bit chunky and I broke it the first time, it is pretty cool. If you're familiar with this mod and you know how to like, if there's a way that I can put this like here and not stick to all this, please let me know. That would be so great if there was a way, but my brain can't figure it out. So, this is what we have for now. You guys remember the Wasteland mod, right? So this is the thing that I used to get the villagers into the trading hall. I've now moved it outside. It used to be even actually over the hill there. I brought it down into the middle of town and made it into like a bit of a thing. Who's eating grass next to me? It's even got a signpost on top so people know where to go. And even though this doesn't really make sense because it's like teleportation, just don't question it. It's supposed to be there. So yeah, I'm liking that. I think it looks pretty good. Speaking of things that do not look good though, this stables. I built this a while ago, and as I was working on this thing here, I just kept looking at it and going, that just does not fit. It's not the same style as everything else. And so I'm going to turn this into a house and instead move the stables over here by the entrance. So we had a garden here, gone. I gave it a try. I didn't really like the way it looked, so it's gone. The other thing is that this straight road has kind of been bugging me for a while now. It's too straight. This little thing in the middle, the waystone, breaks it up a little bit. And I think by having this right here, it's going to break it up even more. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in and I'll be right back with you. Yep, that's looking so much better already. Still a lot to do, but I think this general shape is definitely going to work. One of my favorite things about Conquest is it has these blocks here, these like little vertical and horizontal ones. You can just right click on them and change the block state. I think that's so cool. And so I'm going to be trying to use a little bit more of that in the next stage, the wood age, coming soon. But besides that, we're pretty much just using the same build technique we've been doing for the whole village here. And actually one thing that's got me really excited is this texturing on the path here. I've been watching a lot of a YouTuber named HFriend's videos lately, and they have this whole series on building techniques within Conquest. And one of the videos is about block palettes and gradients, and it really opened my mind to some of the creative things that you can do with these blocks. I'm still learning, and this is just a basic example, but we go from this light brown soil into like a mossy kind of soil before we hit the grass, and I think it transitions a lot smoother. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Open the door the right way, thank goodness. I would hate to break it again. That's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.